I think we all agree that sometimes kids just aren't in touch with emotions when it comes to their writing or even books they're reading. And this little idea is fun and easy to make. You can make it in just a few minutes, just from an ordinary paper plate. This is what I call my readometer. And I use it for reading, and then I use it also for writing. When we're reading a book in class, maybe a picture book, let's say we're reading Freedom Summer by Deborah Wiles. Each kid has one of these little half paper plates with the faces on it and the emotions, and there's an arrow that you can toggle back and forth. So if I'm reading this story, there's a part in the story that's really just kind of interesting. So I ask kids, what does author Deborah Wiles want us to feel at this moment? I hope that kids have put their arrow on the word interested, and we stop and talk about that. Now, a little bit later on in the story, things kind of heat up, and you might feel worried. So the kids put their arrow over on the word worried, or if it's really intense, it might be on the word scared. Now, later on in the book, something happens and you're relieved and even happy. So you can just change this around as the author plays with our emotions as the reader of the book. Now, once we make the connection with reading, we can do the same thing with writing. So when kids are writing their own stories in class, I say, okay, take out your readometer, and I want you to realize that you're the author of this piece. You're actually manipulating your reader. What do you want your reader to feel at this point in your story? What do you want your reader to feel next? And how are you going to build toward that? And kids can move their little toggles so that they can realize, hey, I'm responsible for creating a story that makes a great ride for my reader. This is easy to make. As I said, you just need a half paper plate, and I use the little cheapy kind right from the grocery store. You can cut those in half on your paper cutter, and you'll just need a craft foam arrow for each kid and one brass brad. And you just put those together. You can see right on the back I've opened that up, piece of cake. Now this little part right here that has the words and the faces, you can use from my website. You can download that for free. It's under Readometer. Or you can make your own with a digital camera and the kids in your classroom. So you might take your kids outside and use the kids who love acting for this one and just say, like, Timothy, can you act scared? Or Dorothy, would you act relieved? Or Brianna, show me what it looks like to be worried. And you can use pictures of those and make your own readometer strip. But this is a great way to get kids interested in emotions in their literature and in what they're writing in the classroom.